You're not in the mid, and
mid
you're not in the
of
West. You're not in the mid or the West.
Oh, I mean, snap!
What do you? So this is Phil's baby. So I want to know, like, Phil, what are we doing here? What exactly is this vision? Because you've been wanting to do this so badly, so desperately, because
me and Ty can never agree on what is the Midwest. And it's time for
because you're right and Ty's wrong. It's okay.
Well,
like,
thank you, Tony. God, there. We finally arrived. All right.
I thought we were supposed to be on the same team, Tony.
Look, okay, we are most of the time, but like when it comes to this, like I can't lie.
This is heresy.
Ooh, all right. So, all right.
The inconvenient truth is that still the truth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull up. All right. I think the first thing that we can do is disqualify the states that we know aren't Midwest.
California.
So, yep, California.
Yeah, let's get that the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Oregon, Washington, Nevada. Okay,
You're being so nice to the producer right now.
Can we take Nevada instead? Because I wouldn't mind having.
No, it's too desert. Right. Too desert.
All right, fine. So obviously Hawaii and Alaska. Yep. Maine, Florida. Pretty much the eastern seaboard there is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it touches the Atlantic, it's gone.
I was about to say, my next
and was never New York.
Get New York out of there. Pennsylvania, get that out of there. Now I'm going to say, what? Virginia, yeah, we can get that. I was going to say any state that was in the Confederacy during the Civil War does not qualify as Midwest, which would be Virginia, technically Texas, Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi.
Why do you have to look this up? You should know this. You should know
Arkansas, Georgia, Tennessee, and West Virginia. Yeah, like I don't have all the fucking Confederacy states memorized off the top of my head. Jesus.
All right, we're looking at this right now.
I'm a World War II buff.
Let's go back to the West Coast here a little bit. Can we agree that Idaho, Utah, and Arizona are not the Midwest?
Are we all in? Wait, are we all in this, or is this just Phil's pick?
No, we're having a discussion.
If you got a veto on anything that I've said, feel free to let me know.
I'm gonna have the Giga Chad take here. All right, you ready for this? The true Midwest is only 3 states.
Oh goddamn!
Oh Jesus Christ!
Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. That's the true Midwest.
Wow!
No, it's not.
Idaho, Montana, Wyoming.
What?
The middle of the West. Like,
that's
wow.
Midwest. Really?
Obviously, that's not what we consider the Midwest, but
like the armpit of the West, not the.
Hey,
Midwest.
Look, you said Midwest, right?
That's not even. Remotely...
Where's the West? Where's the middle? There's the Midwest.
That's not the mid. That's like the armpit of the West, not the Midwest.
All right,
that does raise an interesting question. I was going to wait till a little later, but all right, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming.
No.
There's certainly Midwest in spirit, but just not in location.
Right. No, I'll put it this way. It's actually more Midwest in location. It's not really Midwest in spirit. No one there calls themselves Midwest.
You're going to talk location when you consider Ohio.
Hey, what is the name? What does the word say under my name again? Someone remind me. Geopolitics with Tyberius D? Like, yeah.
I can call myself Joe Biden. That doesn't mean I live in the White House, Ty. You're talking about Idaho.
No, but if you
Midwest.
No, but if you live in the White House, it's hard to say you're not the president.
Well, I'm just as qualified.
Look, you're more qualified. There's just a difference. Okay, so all right, let's do the spirit thing, right?
As someone who literally lives in the middle of the country, I think I have more rights to the word mid than you.
Yeah, exactly. You're in the middle. You're not in the West.
Mid. You're not in the mid, and you're not in the West. You're not in the mid or the West.
Snap!
What do you?
We're getting fucking into it early.
Yep. It's memes. It's getting.
You're in the like East squared.
All right, so
yes, Alesto, you've got drinks, my friend. You have drinks to give.
This is
because you paid your due and then some last week.
All right, so first and foremost is that let's get the ones that my esteemed co-hosts here are going to want to validate. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, And I'm going to put Oklahoma in that list too.
I'd agree.
Okay.
As much as like Oklahoma, it's starting to get in your desert territory, but let's be frank, pro wrestling and the NRA fucking they go well in Oklahoma. Okay,
well, okay.
So like
but that's
pro
why
wrestling, Kraft macaroni and cheese, and the National Rifle Association.
Okay, but that's why I'm like looking at this
flag.
map, and I feel like we need to start closing the gap a bit, and that's why I said originally Idaho, Utah, and Arizona. Like I don't see how that is any claim to being Middle West, no matter what hearsay Ty was just talking about.
Okay, I will say get rid of what were those 3 states, T?
I'm just looking at it: Idaho, Utah, and Arizona.
Note to the producer: Can we flip this up to where we select the states that we are actually going to agree upon? So,
well, right now we're eliminating, and what's left is the gray.
I was gonna say, like if we're eliminating, fine. Arizona's gone.
Yeah. Get rid of Arizona. Right. Utah, it's tough.
Utah's gone.
Yeah, Utah's
gone. Got it.
Okay.
Idaho's
gone.
Now Montana,
like
depends on how many episodes of Yellowstone you've been watching. Like, that show is making like all the people who watched 3 episodes of Sons of Anarchy and thought they were bikers now will think they're cowboys because of Yellowstone.
Shout out to Idaho though; they do have a very strong Midwest-like spirit. They're not Midwestern, but they've got that kind of thing going on.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
But yeah, producer, please eliminate Idaho.
Yeah, I would say, but that's the thing. Like, if I was going to pick like just spirit of the Midwest, I would have Montana over Idaho. But geographically speaking,
now, guys, I'm going to let you guys make the call. Do I make this toast to Idaho being kicked out of the Midwest, or for them being congratulated in the Midwest?
Being a friend, being a what do the kids say? Being an ally of the Midwest. You're an ally.
All right. If we're talking about allies in the Midwest, shout out to Idaho, and I will give somewhat of a shout out to Utah.
Yeah, somewhat of a shout. But
all right.
But Montana is the question here, gents.
If you're talking about space, how much of that state is actually Midwest? I'd have to give it. I'd have to give it.
All right. To Midwestern status to Montana.
All right, we'll come back to Montana because here's my problem with Montana. Like when I think, like you hear the term "big sky country." Literally, the first state that comes to mind to me is Montana.
Yeah.
Then Wyoming, then begrudgingly Idaho.
You have not been to Texas, have you?
Yes, I have. What?
He's got a lot of kinfolk in Texas.
Texas is not big sky country. No.
Texas is big desert country.
Texas, no. What? Yeah, that's a fair question, Bandit. Which direction is west?
Damn, bro.
This is great. All right, if you guys are going to give it to Montana, go ahead and highlight it for now. I might try to veto that, but we'll see.
I was going to say, I thought highlighting was canceling since you guys were.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're right. Okay.
Wyoming?
I can't cancel Montana. To me, Montana, Wyoming are kind of like hand in hand. It's like North and South Dakota.
I'm going to agree with you. Like here's the thing: if we're going by area, Montana gets a bit, Wyoming doesn't. Wyoming's a lot more mountainous because pretty much everything on to the east of I-25, I will count, but everything to the west, I don't. And there's not a lot there to the east of I-25 in Wyoming.
So what do you think, Ty? Do we take it? Is it part of the Mountain West or the Midwest?
It's part of the Mountain West. Wyoming, I love you, but I can't validate you as anything more than an ally. Great folks, though.
We can't punch that ticket.
And if you're going to count Wyoming as the Mountain West, like Montana to me is Mountain West. But again, I'll digress for now. Let's go ahead and highlight Wyoming.
Yeah, let's highlight Wyoming for that. Now,
Colorado can get fucked. You're not in the Midwest.
No. I wish that we could divide this map to the point where we just want the flat part. That's all we want. I don't want any of it.
Hey, no. I will 100% support my whole thing. We need to redraw the states because Wyoming and or Colorado have the same problem. the western part of the state is not the same as the eastern part of the state. They should literally be two different states.
Yeah. Now, like, could you imagine like anybody in the history of anything? Like, I'm coming to the negotiation table and I want part of Colorado, but I just want the flat part. Like nobody's ever gone for that before in their lives. But so Colorado, as much as we would love to, no, you are the mountain state.
So I am going to, because we're the ones here and we have no one to defend it, I'm going to say, all right, Colorado, I would almost grant you this, but you pulled a Chicago. And because of that, everyone else in the Midwest is going to vote to disown your ass.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Colorado, but you're gone.
Deuces. Get the fuck out, Colorado. No.
Yep. You're sorry.
And I'm sorry.
Denver wishes it was in France.
Yeah, it's like for real. I love Denver. Nice place. But you're fucking it up. You're pulling a Chicago. And I don't want to see seriously, I do not want to see what Denver looks like in 30 years because it's not going to be pretty.
3 years.
Yeah.
Do we have any qualms about New Mexico?
New Mexico's gone.
Because New Mexico is not the Midwest.
It's named after a place that's definitively not the Midwest.
I was going to say, like, no. That's
too far south.
Yeah. So, yeah. Now, Texas, Grow the Farm Up has a great point.
Let's not jump the shark here, Phil. Let's go back to the East Coast a bit. Because there's a whole nother belt here in the East Coast. Now, this is where it's going to start to get interesting.
Kentucky, Tennessee, no.
I'm looking at it right now. Alabama's
gone.
Out.
Louisiana, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Tennessee is not the Midwest. It's a great time. Kentucky's also a great time, but they're not the Midwest.
Tennessee, shout out as an ally. Like Tennessee gets Midwest, you're just too far south.
Agree. Yep.
Same for Kentucky.
Yep.
Let's go to Louisiana and Arkansas. Okay, you got Louisiana marked off. Mississippi, not Midwest. That's
South. Mississippi is about like there's a reason why they named that movie Mississippi Burning when it was Gene Hackman coming down to the South and just using his Southern understanding to like maneuver his way through that because that is the South. And so all the states that were in the Confederacy, I think Arkansas, I think that's also Arkansas. You can get rid of that one too.
Okay, so I will go to bat for Arkansas being Midwest. I know it's too far south, but like they meet all the criteria for me. Like they are very Midwestern like, but they're also very southern.
Arkansas is like a hybrid of Missouri and Alabama, and that's not a compliment.
They were in the Confederacy during the Civil War, so
yes,
that kind of
look. I get it. Like I get where your thing is. I don't agree with this metric. I'll put it this way. I will eliminate Arkansas, but I have to in tandem eliminate Oklahoma. If you're not seeing consistent snow, on a yearly basis, like at least a couple of frost events and flurries, I can't keep you. And if Arkansas is literally right there with Oklahoma.
Okay. This is interesting, folks. So we got because to me, Oklahoma is absolutely Midwest. Arkansas absolutely isn't. And so like to me, that's like one of the lines.
I mean, but I would agree with that, Phil, but obviously I'm very, very biased. So, okay, what we're left with here, what we're looking at, it's getting very V-shaped. Let's look at Texas real quick.
But
does anybody consider Texas the Midwest?
Before we do that, gentlemen, I have a very special announcement I need to make.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
The second guest in the history of hazard analysis history is a man that you need to know, and it's somebody that you need to see. It's somebody you need to get acquainted with. It's somebody, he's not on Telegraph. It's somebody he's not on telephone. It's somebody that's not even on television. It is somebody online, folks, and we are going to bring the one, the only somebody online. How are we doing there, sir? Oh my God, it's another okay.
Hey, how are we doing, guys? It's great to see you. What's new and exciting? Wow, this is great.
Thank you for being
Welcome
here,
back.
sir. This is the inaugural journey. This is the maiden voyage of hazard analysis, and we're really hashing it out as to what is the Midwest. Now, you, somebody online, you are not in the Midwest. You are in fact online, and so that would be why it's great that we have you here. as a somewhat tiebreaker. So, producer, amazing producer Justin, will you bring the map back up here so that we can get into this current issue? And somebody you've run in just in the nick of time. It's a great Royal Rumble edition. So